My name is Ruchika. I am an AI Governance Fellow at the Center for Democracy and Technology. Right now, I am working on AI agents and trying to understand what the policy implications of that are going to be and how they're going to impact users, their rights, their well-being. This is a rapidly evolving area, and there's a lot of unanswered questions, and companies are releasing these products at breakneck speed, and it is vital that we spend time carefully considering the benefits vis-a-vis the harms. If you have technology that can now do things with less and less supervision, that can perform tasks on your behalf with limited oversight, then how do you make sure that it is doing what is good for you and broadly good for society? That's basically what I'm looking at, and how do we create systems and institutions that can support that? My hope is that the research that we're doing can empower people to be able to have a stake in the conversation in developing technology that is going to, in some ways, really change so much about their lives. So this new technology, like any new technology, is going to, bring us face to face with really important trade-offs. And it is important that when we're thinking about those trade-offs, everyone has a voice in how that is shaped. And currently what we're seeing with AI agents is that there's a very small group of people or small group of actors that are leading the conversation here. And I'm hoping that some of the research that we're doing can help change that and can help empower people to enter that conversation and enter this space where big decisions are being made that are going to impact them. Before I was working strictly in AI policy, I was helping governments and nonprofits deploy programs and policies related to civic tech and data to improve delivery of social programs in education, health, public services, etc. And that's where I saw that technology can have a huge role in improving people's lives, improving how they experience the world and what opportunities are available to them. At the same time, I think there was also a lot of inequities in how that technology was being deployed, what it was being used for, that were becoming really prevalent to me. A lot of my work was in countries in Asia and then countries in Africa. And, it was very clear to see that people who are building this technology or people who are making decisions about these technologies are very far removed from the context of the people that the technology impacts. I think if we are able to bring in the right people in the room, we're bringing the communities that are most impacted with these technology, if we're able to bring in marginalized voices when these conversations are taking place, we can, do better than we have in the past. We can not repeat the mistakes that we've made with technology and society before, and we can truly unlock human capabilities that new technology has to offer. Because I do think there's a lot that we can gain. As is the case with any technology, it matters what choices we make and how it is deployed and who gets to make those choices. That was true for me when I was working in international development related to civic tech and data deployment and programs, and that remains true for me as I'm working in AI governance and policy. As AI capabilities increase and there are more and more amazing things that can be done with this new technology, it is also bringing us face to face with really important questions about the kind of society we want and the kind of future that we think is worth investing in. It is also going to bring us face to face with questions on what it means to be human, what it means to have relationships with other humans. As human relationships with technology evolve, human relationships with other humans are going to evolve. And that is where, a new question comes up is that, how do we want to shape this technology to empower our relationship with other people rather than like bring us deeper and deeper into some kind of a loneliness that can be generated with our relationship deepening just with technology. And that's a question, I think, which is a question about the human condition. Has it been asked before? Absolutely. Has it become even more important to ask and answer that question today? Again, absolutely. And these are the kinds of questions that I'm really excited about, and also worried that if we don't intentionally go about seeking what we as a society want the answers to be, that we might end up in a place of collective disempowerment, and that is something that we want to be really careful of avoiding.